Suarez.
Briscoe got him into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh, Buscher's upside down.
I think he hooked a drain.
And good to know that was nothing to do with the racetrack
That's
or
right.
the turf that sent Buscher's car over. Right there, where he gets a big piece of Suarez is where that right front goes. And when it completely comes off and gets under the car.
And you see the tether is actually holding that tire to the car so it doesn't fly up into the stands or go out into the racetrack. That's just a 1 in a million times that could happen, where that tire falls underneath the car and shoots the car up in the air. Josh Perry in the 8.
No. Slammed into the side of him, and he spins Sage Karam into the wall.
What a move by that yellow car of Jones to miss the wreck, and here comes the rest of the field.
They can't see. It's smoke and dust all the way across. More coming in too fast, and more contact.
A huge impact to Tyler Reddick in that 48.
And then they go into this corner and contact again. And now, see this contact, they're banging into each other off the racetrack. And now Noah, I don't know if he had a mechanical issue or just hung a right in frustration, and that started this massive crash behind them.
Let's take a look at from this angle right here. You're going to see the 9 go around, the 45 go around, the 45 makes contact. I mentioned the 19 evasive maneuver, does a wonderful job missing it. Gregson comes in, a huge hit for Myatt Snyder into the 10. And now we see Reddick sitting here and right there. I believe that is. Yes, that's the 68 of Brandon Brown. Nowhere to go. Heavy contact into Reddick.
Oh, man. Big hit here for Ty Dillon.
42. Wow.
And that brings out the caution.
That is a big impact for the 42. You see the door ripped open.
Turn 1 area.
The 5 car also down there. Both these cars involved in the same accident, I believe.
Ty was, and you see a lot of damage there to the driver's side.
I got pedal.
Wanted to figure out what went wrong there. Let's take a look.
Oh boy. My goodness.
Oh, and I'm sure Kyle was coming over to apologize.
Some sort of mechanical issue on the 5 car for him. Look at that. He is flying when he comes in there.
So I heard him say, I have a pedal, which looking back now, maybe he didn't have brakes, and now he does have brakes. That's the one thing that seems to make sense. And to your point, that is why he went over to talk to Ty Dillon.
I'd say we're lucky that wasn't worse than it was. I mean,
that was huge.
Harrison Burton is not done yet, though. He's got a trunk full of Brad Keselowski. He powers to the outside of Byron. He'll take second. That's spinning to the inside is Byron. Kyle Busch gets turned. Denny Hamlin gets turned, and they're wadding it up in the back of the pack.
Harrison Burton up and over. He'll flip that Wood Brothers Ford Mustang. Christopher Bell is involved. William Byron involved. Kyle Busch gets a piece of the action. Also, one other car down to the inside of the racetrack. It's Ross Chastain. Alex Bowman all get collected out of turn number 2.
It got started when the 24 car of William Byron just got clubbed and turned down across the double yellow line and onto the apron. Everybody scattered behind him, and it was just like a pool table break. Everybody bouncing and shuffling off each other. Harrison Burton got upside down, landed on all 4 wheels, and Mike Bagley, at least for the moment, he tried to drive it away.
It's going to really hurt the 21. He needs to get about 9 more laps to be inside his fuel window. And now he's lost that clean air. Oh, big wreck. Huge contact.
48 is involved. That's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Now up and over goes the 27. So Jeff Burton sliding on top.
I just want to get you. Hey, just hold tight right here. This will take a minute here. You all good there?
So you see right here the 26. Off turn 4. Okay, gets very, very loose. Just really spins out. Loses control. Probably had very little side force. Too wide. Sideways. Now it's white smoke. No one can see. The 48 of Stenhouse. The 27 sees it. He goes as far left as he can. He has a choice. Am I either going to hit the end of pit wall or stay on the racetrack? And he just launches off the 48 upside down. And then this long slide had to feel like forever.
On Fox, Kyle Busch
That was big. Got loose off the corner. Had to get completely out of the gap. Oh, he's got right rear fire. Right rear down. Huge wreck. So Austin Cinder, or no, it's Chastain hit him. Turns Chase Elliott around in the wall.
And totals Chase Elliott's car.
Well, you saw it. He had a big-time wiggle off of 4. That thing, it saw him get out of the gas. The flames came out of both sides. And then Chastain absolutely nails him on the front straightaway, turning into the 9. What a wreck. See that big wiggle getting out of the gas. You see the tire down, starting to limp it around, slowing down. And here he comes. Ross Chastain, nowhere to go. Oh. Those are huge hits. Lucky to not get upside down.
Haley on that outside line, top of 3. He's got some help with him.
Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it.
The whole
Haley. The 3 of Austin Dillon squeezes through. He is in front. And look at virtually the only car to clear it.
Unbelievable.
There were a lot of drivers saying, hey, it's raining. Why are we racing right now? And that could have been the result of what happened there.
Watch this 31, right? Watch him. Is a clear indicator. Inside lane, very top. All right, as they roll through here. See right there? He's sideways.
Yeah.
The 11 sideways.
The track is wet.
Parker.
And Jeff, exactly. His spotter was telling him it's raining, and then after that all went down, Justin Haley came on the radio and said it was raining. So, of course, there was no grip down there.
All like that.
Coming for A.J. Allmendinger, and he's going to give it right to Noah Gregson into the wall. He'll go.
Oh, man.
Big hit for Gregson.
Lock it down, lock
and
it
the
down.
caution comes out again.
Still wrecking.
Landon Castle in the 10. We saw him wreck. There's Riley. Noah Gregson sideways.
Going down the back straightaway. Allmendinger with a big run. Noah with a block. Allmendinger being pushed by Jeremy Clemens, and wow. All 4 tires off the ground.
Isn't going to work.
You see him ducking out there when they go into the corners. He also made a very interesting point. He said, I feel
crash. 19's going to go around. He'll collect the 1. 22 of Logano also in it.
Stay up there.
Lots of cars. Look at the 5 of Larson there.
McDowell comes back up in front. He'll tag another car. Kyle Larson in it also.
Big damage for the 3.
You see right here, Martin's lifting right there. He's lifting. He's loose. The one's like waiting, trying to say, go, come on, get it going. Eventually makes contact, and then everybody kind of piles in. Look at the 22 up in the air right there.
Huge.
Let's watch his.
Oh, somebody loose on the bottom, spinning out. Up the racetrack, contact.
Hard in the 14 to Chase Briscoe.
Daniel Hemrick, Chase Briscoe, and it looked as if Hemrick got turned from contact.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase Briscoe won last night across the street in the United Sprint Car Series.
You're on fire, Chase. You're on fire. Just stop and get out.
Hard hit. Down into turn 3. The 16 is going to get turned onto the apron. And with this rack opinion, he lifts. Something was wrong.
I think something broke on that car. Flat tire, something. He definitely lifted right into the bumper of the 3 at Austin Dillon.
Look, he's slowed down. He's lost power or something. All those guys behind him have nowhere to go. Now up the track, a quick, speedy rack and pinion steering. He gets behind on the steering. He's getting checked up. Big contact back there. J.J. Ailey's around the 10, the 2, hard into the wall.
Oh, goodness. Kyle Busch involved. Big damage on the 18 as well. This is the concern about pitting and losing track position is the chaos on the starts. Huge damage to a Cindric.
Move back here to the contact. Actually,
yeah, there you go. Right?
15 right there. And getting overcorrected into the wall head on by the 2. That's your worst nightmare, I think, in a race car. Being turned head on into the wall like that. Oh, he can't get that pushed.
Oh, into the wall he goes. And they'll collect more cars behind. The 14 stays on the ground.
Brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
You can see it happening as he was coming around. Bubba Wallace with contact right there. Watch those guys go around turn 3 and 4. The 14's driving up the racetrack. He is sideways. He's loose. And he's lifting off the gas. The 48 is waiting right in the left rear quarter panel. It finally spins the 14 car out. So the 41 dives in the middle on the back straightaway to take the lead. But look at him up the racetrack. He's loose, and he starts coming back down the track. Right in the left rear quarter panel goes the 48. The 48 wants to push him, but he needs to push him in the right side. But the 14's driving up the track loose, and that offsets him the wrong way.
Yeah, he's got to get to the top. The top's going to have the biggest energy here. 21's going to come with a huge shove.
They are 2 and 3 wide behind him. Crossover, that's
comes.
Austin Hill in the 21. Big crash, up and over. Caution is out. That's Myatt Snyder.
You know, to see Myatt just walk right out, that's a great sign.
And I would be anxious to see how close it was at the time of caution, because look right here, it looks like the 16's out front. Whew, it had to be really close.
The caution wasn't out at that point when they left our screen, so he was clearly ahead by the time he left the bottom of your monitors on television. But unfortunately, Anthony Alfredo getting into the back of the 31 and creating that issue.
Wow. I mean, look at that car.
And look at the grass that's flying in front of him.
Where's the engine?
Oh,
wow.
The engine's gone.